children, how are you all? Let me hope you all are enjoying your long vacation. Now today, let me learn a lesson from Science, Chapter 1. It is what the body is made of. Now, it's a question. We have a body. Now, what are the things that make our body that we don't know? Now, let me learn which are the things by which our body is made up of. Now, let me start the lesson. Before starting the lesson, please open your science book. Open first lesson. Now, here textbook says, you know that our body is covered by skin, under which are muscles and bones. Now we know that our body, it is totally covered by the skin, and under our skin we have so many muscles and bones. You also know that there are many organs inside the body that help us to breathe, digest food and so on. And we also know that under our skin there are so many organs which help us to digest the food and to breathe and do many more functions. What are all these things made of? Now we don't know which are the things by which our skin is made up of, our organs are made up of. Let me learn one by one. Now first topic here is living beings are made of cells. Now all the living beings, we human beings are living beings, plants are living beings, then animals, they are also living beings. So all living beings, they are made up of cells. Every part of our body is made up of tiny things called cells. So every part of our body, human body, animal body, plant body, they are made up of tiny things and they are called cells. Tiny means small. So there are very small things and they are called cells. With the help of cells, our body is made up of. You could say that cells are the bricks that make up our body. Now we know what are bricks. Bricks are used to construct the building. So if our body is a building, then these cells are bricks and bricks help us to build our body. In fact, cells are the bricks that make up the body of every living being. So here it tells that cells, these are the bricks that are helpful for every living being. Every living being here means our body, human body, plant body and animal body. They are very tiny, so you need a very powerful microscope to see them really clearly. Now say here, these cells are very tiny, very small, that we can't see with our naked eyes. We can't see with our eyes. They are very, very, very small. To see them, we need very powerful microscope. Then only we can see the cells. Now here in our textbook, with the help of microscope, cells from the skin of a plant is given, then cells from the cheek of a human being is given. Now most living beings are made up of millions of cells. Now here millions, 1 million, it is equals to 10 lakhs. Then there are millions of cells, means lakhs together cells are required to build a body. So most living beings are made up of millions of cells. But there are some, like bacteria in our mouth, that are made up of only one cell. Now there are some bodies, living beings, like bacteria, they are made up of only one cell. So in bacteria we find only one cell. Then just imagine how small is the bacteria. And there are so many bacteria in our mouth. So here bacteria is a single cellular organ, and therefore since such creatures can only be seen under a microscope. So bacteria we can see under a microscope. We can't see bacteria with our naked eye. Therefore they are called microorganisms. Now you can see a bacteria under microscope, and the other name of bacteria, it is called microorganism. Here another figure is given. Some algae are made up of only one cell. There are some algae. They are also made up of only one cell. The cells of our body are made up of many different types. As I told you that our body is made up of millions of cells. So in cells we have many different types of cells. They look different and have different jobs to do. Now these cells, they look different, their color is different, their shapes are different, and they do different jobs. Their work is different. Some cells organs, they bring blood, they do some bone work, they do some heart work. So there are cells, they do their different jobs. Here skin cells, for example, here one example is given about skin cells. Skin cells, for example, are flattish and are packed tightly together. Now skin cells, here we can't see the cells on our skin, but because they are packed together, they are very closely together, they are very near to each other and skin is formed. Skin cells, for example, are flattish and are packed tightly together. Then another example, the cells in the blood that carry oxygen are roundish and they float about in blood. Now here blood cells are given. Blood cells, they are roundish, they are red in color, their color is different, and what they do, their work is to carry oxygen throughout the body. Now another example is given, nerve cells. Nerve cells look like spiders with long arms and tails. Here figure is given, nerve cells. They look like spiders and they have a long arm and tail. They join up to form long nerves running through our body. These nerve cells, they join together and they run throughout the body. Now next topic is tissues and organs. Now we learned about the cells. Our body is made up of millions of cells. Now these cells of the same kind, if they are formed, for example, cells of a skin cells all together, what they are called. Then we learned about nerve cells. Nerve cells, all they are of a same kind. There are many nerve cells in our body. Then all nerve cells together, what they are called. So let me learn next. So cells of the same type join up and work together. Groups of the same type of cells form tissues. Now say here, the cells of the same kind, they do same job. Then they are called tissues. There are many different types of tissues. In our body, again, we have many different type of tissues. See here, one tissue, it is a group of same type of cells. Then again, there are many types of tissues in our body. They are skin tissues, muscle tissues, bone tissues, etc. So skin, muscle and bone tissues are some examples. Skin cells packed close together form skin and covering of all the organs. Now what they do, skin cells, they form a skin tissue, they packed close together to form a skin. Now our body is covered by the skin, so all the organs are covered by the skin. The job of a skin tissue is protection. Even skin tissue, it protects our body through all the weathers, all type of atmosphere. Similarly, muscle cells form muscles and bone cells form bones. You will learn about bones and muscles in next chapter, in chapter 3. So about the bone cells and muscle cells, again in detail, we have another chapter. Now here figures are given. Bone cells are given, bone tissues, then skin tissues are given and muscle tissues are also given. Now an organ, you know, is a part of the body with special jobs to do. Now here we learned about tissues, then let me go to organ. What is organ? An organ, as we know, is a part of the body with special jobs to do. So our heart is an organ. It has a special job to do. It pumps the blood and it sends blood all throughout the body. So here it is a part of a body with a special work. Special work is given to that organ, and that work only it has to do all 24 hours. Every organ is made up of tissues that work together to help the organ to do its job. Now every organ, it is made up of tissues and they work together to help the organ to do its job. So organ is made up of different types of tissues. Now here one example is given, heart. The heart, for example, has a skin tissues and also muscle tissues, and together with the skin tissue and muscle tissue, it has the heart tissue also. So for example, our heart has the skin tissue and muscle tissue. These and other tissues of the heart work together to let the heart to do its job. So here skin tissue, muscle tissue and some other tissues of the heart, they help the heart. Heart is an organ. It is a mix of all the tissues, and these organs help the heart to do its job. Now organ, it has its own system. So here the different organs, they have their different system and they do their specific job, special job given to them. Now here one system is given, it is the digestive system. Before that, what is the organ system? An organ system is made up of many organs that work together to help the body to do a certain job. Now here different organs like lungs, intestine, windpipe, foot pipe, mouth. There are so many organs in our body. They again come together and they do one specific job. An organ system is made up of many organs that work together to help the body to do a certain job. The digestive system, as we know, helps us to digest the food. So it is a process to digest the food. As we eat food, it goes to stomach and intestine, liver, small intestine, large intestine, all together they help to digest the food we have already ate. The respiratory system helps us to breathe. There is another system, another organ system, it is respiratory system. It helps us to breathe the air. Now here two pictures are given. One is the digestive system, another one is respiratory system. And here this lesson completes. Before that, in this lesson, we have learnt some of the difficult words. So some difficult words I have written here. These difficult words you have to learn and write 5 times. Learn them. Okay. So here first one is muscles. M-U-S-C-L-E-S. Muscles. Second one is microscope. M-I-C-R-O-S-C-O-P-E. Microscope. Third one, cells. C-E-L-L-S. Cells. Fourth one, tissues. T-I-S-S-U-E-S. Tissues. Fifth one, organs. O-R-G-A-N-S. Organs. Sixth one, intestines. I-N-T-E-S-T-I-N-E-S. Intestines. Seventh one, bacteria. B-A-C-T-E-R-I-A. It is bacteria. Eighth one, energy. E-N-E-R-G-Y. Energy. Ninth one, carbon dioxide. C-A-R-B-O-N. Carbon. D-I-O-X-I-D-E. Carbon dioxide. 10th one is vapor. V-A-P-O-U-R. Vapor. So these 10 spellings, difficult words, you have to write in book 5 times. Now children, let me go to fill in the blanks. Fill in the blanks given in the textbook. So first fill in the blank. What it says, the body of every living being is made up of a dash. So we know, we have learned that our body is made up of small tiny things and they are called cells. So here answer is, the body of every living being is made up of cells. C-E-L-L-S. Now let me go to second fill in the blank. Second fill in the blank, what it says, a group of similar cells form a dash. Now we have learnt there are so many cells in our body and there are some similar cells, they do same work and they are called tissues. So here answer is a group of similar cells forms a tissue. Tissue. Now let me go to third one. So third fill in the blank, it says an organ is made up of many dash that work together. There are many organs in our body. They are made up of different types of tissues and those tissues help an organ to do its specific work. So here answer comes tissues. So let me write here an organ is made up of many tissues. Tissues, tissues that work together. Now let me go to fourth fill in the blank. It says an organ system is made up of many dash that work together. An organ system is made up of, in a system of organ, there are many organs and they work together. So here in organ system is made up of many organs. organs, organs that work together. Now let me go to fifth fill in the blank. It says the waste left after digestion collects in the dash intestine. Now in our body we have small intestine and large intestine. We already learned that food is digested in small intestine and waste is collected in large intestine. So here answer will come, the waste left after digestion collects in the large intestine. LARGE, large intestine. Now last fill in the blank. It says the liver sends its juice to the small intestine. SMALL, small intestine. Now these fill in the blanks you have to write in your science notes and question answers you will get through your WhatsApp. After learning the lesson what the body is made of, let me learn some images given in the textbook about this lesson. Now first figure, it is about cells from the skin of a plant. Already we have learned cells are the tiny things which make our body. Now these cells we can't see with our naked eyes. We need a powerful microscope to see the cells. Therefore, this is a microscopic figure of a plant cell. Now this figure is taken from the human being. Again this is a microscopic picture of a chick of a human being. Now let me go to third figure. Third figure is about bacteria. We have learnt that most of the living beings are made up of millions of cells, but there are some organisms which have only one cell. Such living beings are called microorganisms or single cellular organisms. So bacteria is a microorganism. Again this is a microscopic figure. Now let me go to next figure. Next figure is about algae. Algae is also have a single cell. It has only one cell and it is also called microorganism. Now let me go to next page. Here in next page we find some red ball like figure. This is red blood cell. Now we know red blood cells, they carry oxygen throughout the body. It helps to carry energy to the body. Now this is fat cell. Now next let me go to nerve cell. See here nerve cells, they look like spiders with long arms. This is a long arm and it has a tail. Children, can you see here? This is like a spider. Now we have learnt about the tissues. What are tissues? We know that cells of the same type join together to do the work and they are called tissues. Now this figure is about bone cells or we call it bone tissues. Now this figure is muscle tissue. Muscle tissues form muscles in our body. This is skin tissue. Skin tissues protect us. They cover all the organs of our body. Now let me go to next page. Next page is about organ system. Here in organ system, digestive system is given. Here from mouth we eat some food. Saliva is mixed while chewing. Then through the food pipe it goes to stomach. In stomach again some juices are mixed with food. Even liver, it also sends some juices to small intestine. Now food and juices both together goes to small intestine. In small intestine digestion process is completed. Then waste of our body goes to large intestine and waste come out of the body. Now let me go to last figure of this lesson, and that is another organ system is, and it is the respiratory system. We breathe air, it goes to lung, air is purified and then carbon dioxide and water vapor are released. This is called respiratory system. Thank you children.